Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is Revive Slayerz again for my second video, and today we're going to look at the best DPS build for any PvE content, but especially underground, seeing as the level 35 enemies are just so tanky at this point. This build focuses on your own DPS and team's DPS because it has 5 sentries, so you can mark enemies and just effectively half their health, and that just adds a huge DPS build to your whole team. As you can see though, my DPS with this shotgun it just doesn't look amazing, but trust me, you can 3-shot shotgunners with this. The DPS stat is just seriously broken. You're probably going to be doing more damage with this shotgun compared to any other like AR or SMG in PvE, no matter what. Toughness is 350k, I aim for this in PvE content. Too much toughness is just not even viable when enemies are shredding you so much in this current meta. And skill power, I mean, aiming for 25k is nice. Talents on my shotgun, I have responsive, brutal and ferocious on mine. Responsive is nice for getting up and close to your enemies and doing extra damage when you're closer. Brutal, extra damage to the head, why not? Just great DPS boost. And ferocious is kind of nice. I'd rather have destructive for the enemy armor damage, but ferocious lets me do more damage to elites. As you can see here in the harder underground levels on challenge mode and heroic, every enemy is an elite or a named enemy, so yeah. For your secondary, you want an M1A. No other marksman rifle, DM or whatever you want to call them in the game. The M1A, fast fire rate, extreme damage. I have accurate, destructive and brutal on my gun. Accurate's nice, I can keep my accuracy on my targets, and for mods on my gun I can just go for stability, so I can keep my gun aim on my targets, and that's very nice for DPS, huge DPS increase. I have destructive, extra enemy armor damage, which is just a flat out damage against enemy armor, and all enemies, majority of their health is armor. And then brutal, on a marksman rifle you're always aiming for the head, so brutal is just a talent that you really want to go for, recalibrate for, whatever. So yeah, as you can see, the M1A just shreds enemies, best PvE gun there is, in my opinion. As I've said already, this build consists of 5 sentries pieces. Also, I have high-end gloves. Some people might be thinking, why aren't you using a gear set gun for the higher gear score? Gear score don't matter, Savage gloves are such a huge DPS increase. We'll talk about them in a minute. But the set bonuses for sentries: 2-piece, 10% extra headshot damage, 3-piece, 10% damage to elites, and the 4-piece bonus, hitting an enemy in the head will decrease their health by 15%, and you can stack a mark on their head up to 3 times, and you can basically half the health in 3 headshots. And the 5-piece bonus, extra even more headshot damage and damage to elites. On your chest you want armor to hit the armor cap. Armor capacity is nice, self heal's nice. Damage to elites is another great DPS increase. In PvE, mask. My mask could be better. It's not 268 yet, but 240 will do. Health on kill, it's okay for keeping me up in a fight, but skill power would be very nice, so my skill's more effective. Pulse crit hit damage is also quite nice. Going on to my knee pads. Crit hit damage, easy, just get that on your knee pads, you might as well, just more DPS. Rest of my rolls on is actually brilliant, very high firearms, which is nice. And then I went for a bit of stamina and crit hit chance on my mod, which is very nice, extra DPS and extra toughness. For my backpack, high firearms roll. You want skill power, just so your skill's more effective. You could go for crit hit damage for a bit of DPS build, but if you're using the right skill with your skill power, you're going to get more DPS from that anyway. And then I have a skill power mod with electronics on it too, just for more skill power. Savage gloves, as you can see, extra crit hit chance to enemies out of cover, 14%, huge DPS increase. And then the extra crit hit chance there, damage to elites and crit hit damage, just easily the best roll you can get for DPS. More crit hits, the more crit damage you're going to do. Holster, I have gone for armor, just to hit the armor cap. Armor cap is necessary in this current meta. And then the extra pulse crit damage or chance, whichever one it was. Either way, just huge DPS increase as well if you've got your pulse up. Very nice. But yeah, this build is especially good against the shotgunners because my shotgun has stagger on it. As you can see, look, stagger that heavy, and then he has no chance, nowhere to go. Just put the mark on the heavy, as you can see above the head. If I hit them 3 times, their health is half. But as you can see, very effective build. Just the best DPS build, and I'm just shredding through heroic level enemies, level 35s, like they're nothing, like they're just like butter. But yeah, this build is definitely the best DPS build there is for your team and yourself. So if you liked the video, give it a like, tell me why you liked it. If you didn't like the video, give it a dislike, tell me why you disliked it. But if you want more content like this, please subscribe, and yeah, hopefully my videos will be even better in the future. Thanks for watching.